It starts with...
All right, thank you very much, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Switchback. This is show number 136, it says right here, and it's been very cold all week. It's still kind of cold this morning. So why don't you guys warm yourselves all up with one more clap and I'll run up here. All right, good morning once again. A special hello to all you folks out there in Saskatchewan, digging out from what has been one of the coldest weeks, probably the coldest week all winter. I've fortunately got some hot chocolate here to keep me warm. There's a lot of ways that people can keep warm. Some snuggle up by a fireplace. Others just hang out by their birthday cakes where there's all kinds of candles. And we have some people that are doing that this time of year. Amber Lynn and Graham Scott, who are twins, both 1 year old up in Saskatoon. It's their birthday today, and that comes in from Coward Cousins, who lives here in Regina. Also, happy birthday to Dwayne Nagy, who turned 29 on January the 6th. Dwayne's been 29 now for 13 years, and that comes in from his daughters. Also, we've got some people with birthdays right here in our audience. First of all, Rhonda Hutton, who became 14 just yesterday. Give us a wave. It's okay, there you go. And also sitting right behind Rhonda, we have Brad Halliday, who will become 13 years of age this Tuesday. Give us a wave there, Brad. All right, thanks very much, and a happy birthday to you folks in the crowd. As I mentioned, been chilly all week. It's actually quite warm in here, according to this thermometer. It is about 78 degrees Fahrenheit, something like 26 degrees Celsius. But we're going to leave the warm comfort of indoors here and go outside live to Nanook Nias out there in the frigid winter climate. Nanook, can you hear me?
Yeah, Bill, I can hear you fine. Morning, how you doing?
Not too bad in here. How are things outside?
Well, Bill, how warm did you say it was inside?
It's about 26 degrees Celsius here under the TV lights.
26 Celsius, Bill?
Yes.
Well, Bill, right here it's about minus 15 Celsius, Bill. Count your blessings, will you, big guy? I'd like you to meet Fang. Fang has been brought here by Sue Aylesby from Paws and Jaws here in Regina. Fang may not look like it, but Fang is a top-notch sled dog and a man-eater. Say, Fang. Good, Fang. What we have here, Bill, all day, all throughout the show, Bill, I'm going to be bringing you weather highlights. That is, we're going to be talking about the whole weather picture. I'm going to explain that to you. We're going to be doing the laboratory of life sort of thing out here with weather. We'll be doing weather experiments, and I'll be bringing you weather updates with my Nanook thermometer. All during the show, Bill.
All right, and let me tell you that sled looks really great in front of you there. Maybe you and Fang can do a bit of training there. We'll get back to you in just a couple of minutes.
Good enough.
All right, thanks very much. Also on the program this morning, we're going to give an opportunity to a whole bunch of people here in our studio audience to participate in one of the fastest growing sports ever. It's only about a month away from the 88 Winter Olympics in Calgary. So we thought from now on, the next couple of weeks on Switchback, we're going to be bringing you some of the non-Olympic sporting events. This morning, that non-Olympic sporting event is solo pong. Now, this is our special guest of the morning, Elizabeth Kecke. Now, Elizabeth, first of all, good morning and welcome to Switchback.
Thanks.
Elizabeth is the #1 junior table tennis player in the country. And what's your schedule look like for the next couple of months? You got some big tournaments coming up?
Not until the end of March, the Westerns come up, and then at the end of May, the Nationals.
Okay. Now, have you got aspirations maybe to someday represent Canada yourself at the Olympics?
I hope to one day.
Okay, that'd be maybe 1992. Would that be realistic?
Maybe not then, but maybe
96,
yeah.
2000, 2004. That's about every 4 years you have a chance.
Yeah.
Now, we've brought Elizabeth here because she is an expert table tennis player, and we thought nobody better suited than Elizabeth to run our solo pong tournament. We're going to try to allow as many people as possible in our studio audience to play solo pong, and I'll hold a stopwatch here for you. You can maybe show people your solo pong expertise. It's table tennis by yourself. And the idea is you have to bounce the ball from one side of the table to the other side of the table. It has to cross the net. Now, we're going to let all the people in the audience have a try at this, and the person that lasts the longest, up to a maximum of 1 minute, will win this solo pong game, which comes to us from Neatworks, and they'll also win a Switchback t-shirt. So are you ready to go with the competition, Elizabeth?
Sure.
All right, I'll let you have this. You can maybe grab... Here, I'll take this guy in the yellow sweatshirt, first of all. Come on up. You can get your clipboard there, Elizabeth. What's your name?
Ben.
Ben. Now, Ben, I happen to know that you need one of these. There you go, Ben. You can hold that and talk to me there. Now, Ben, you live here in Regina?
Yep.
And you have a bus driver yourself?
Yeah.
Now, what's your bus driver's name?
Perry.
Where does Perry take you?
To St. Andrew School.
To school, okay. You also use bus drivers, though, to go maybe skiing or swimming or other projects and things. Now, is this guy a good bus driver, this Perry?
Yeah.
Maybe one of the best bus drivers?
Yeah?
Well, maybe you should consider entering, Perry, into our Switchback Bus Driver Hall of Fame. That's what some other people did, specifically Damon Goski, who lives in Weyburn. Now, Damon sent us a letter and a picture bragging about Carol Boris. Now, Carol Boris is this week's Bus Driver of the Month. Carol comes from Weyburn, and according to the letter, this is one of the greatest bus drivers you'd ever want to have. She's very nice to the people. She decorates the bus at Christmas time. She gives them goodies at Halloween, and apparently Carol paid $300 to have this announcement made. So congratulations to Carol Boris, this week's Switchback Bus Driver Hall of Fame, and a thanks to Damon Goski also, who sent that in to us. All right, we'll let you folks get started. I'll take this back, and maybe you can be the very first band. Elizabeth, you can get them set up for the solo pong competition. Now, also on the program this morning, we're going to meet a leader post photographer by the name of Brian Schlosser. He's going to be here to help us with our Take Your Best Shot competition. Thanks for all you people that have sent in the photos. Incidentally, we're going to need a lot more. Also, we're going to talk to Steve Wallace from the Saskatchewan Safety Council. He'll talk about how we can keep warm safely in the wintertime. We're going to do all that when Switchback returns in 2 minutes. All right, let's get started here with this turning here. Go ahead.
There are no substitutes for the good taste of Heinz.
It's breakfast, all right. I'll go fuck it. Can nothing stop these soggies?
Crunch Power can. It locks delicious sweet taste in. So it's tough to suck out. You got the point.
Captain Crunch is a crunchy part of a balanced breakfast.
This just in, soggy snappers invade the country. They're in the schoolyard. They're in the homes. They're everywhere. There's one inside specially marked boxes of Captain Crunch cereal.
Here's what our aquarium customers say about Alan DeCaro Food and Pet Marts.
They've always got materials to back up my aquarium whenever I need something. The people that work in the stores usually are very knowledgeable about the products they sell and the materials they handle.
Very, very professional and very, very, very helpful.
Alan DeCaro Food and Pet Marts, for the love of your pet.
Pour on the milk and they got Rice Krispies
As you can see, the action is heating up over in the solo pong area. The ping pong balls, table tennis balls are bouncing all over the studio. We'll try to keep track of those as the morning goes. Now, we've reinstituted a contest that we started last year, and it was very popular. It is called the Switchback Best Jest Competition. It's a chance for you folks to have your jokes read right here on Switchback. And this morning, I've chosen 5 jokes. The 5th joke is our best jest joke of the week, and that jokester is going to win a Switchback T-shirt. But first of all, the 4 people who did not win, and I think the reason for their not winning will become extremely obvious. Here we go. The first joke comes to us from Penny Simchishin, or Simshishin, who lives in Balgony, Saskatchewan. Here's Penny's joke. What did the mummy lightning bug say to the daddy lightning bug? Junior certainly is bright. Yes, they certainly like that one. Our second joke of the morning comes to us from Rosetown, Saskatchewan, and it was sent to us by Michelle Leith. And here's the joke. Does it take longer to run from first base to second base or second base to third base? Well, obviously it takes longer to get from second to third because there's a shortstop in the middle. They really like that one. All right, our third joke of the morning. This one comes to us from Ryan Workington, who lives in Saskatoon. Here's his joke. What do you call a man who washes whales? A blubber scrubber. Okay, sorry, Ryan. They didn't like that one too much. Our fourth joke of the morning comes to us from Jessica Derby. Jessica lives in Silton, Saskatchewan. Personal favorite here. 4 CBC technicians were in a Ford truck driving near thin ice. The truck fell through and the people in the front of the cab survived, but the people in the back drowned. How come? Well, they couldn't get the tailgate open. All right, kind of an inside joke there for our technicians. And here's our fifth joke. And there's one of those technicians right now. Sounds like he fell out of the back of the truck, right into that lake. Here it is. This one comes from Mike Hansen, and Mike lives right here in sunny Regina. 3 pigs walk into a bar. First one asks for a drink, and he drinks it, and then he asks, where's the bathroom? So the restaurant person shows him where the bathroom is. The second little pig comes in, and he too orders a drink, this time a root beer float. The restaurant person gives him the drink, and then that little pig says, where's the washroom? So he shows him where the washroom is. And the third little pig came in, and he ordered a drink, a milkshake this time, and he says, nothing, and just leaves the restaurant. On his way out, though, the restaurant person, the waiter stops and says, excuse me, don't you want to know where the bathroom is? And he said, no, I'm the little pig that went wee, wee, wee all the way home. Okay, well, there it is, the best jest of the week. Perhaps not the best jest of all time, however. So we do have for you, Mike Hansen, a Switchback t-shirt, which looks exactly like this. And that'll be in the mail to you as soon as we can get it there, first thing in the morning. And then you'll just have to wait for Canada Post to do its thing. Shouldn't take more than 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, time now to go outside once more and chat to our good friend Nanook Nice and see how things are doing outside on the frontier land. He's just outside. Here it is still roughly 25 degrees Celsius in the studio. Nanook, how's it doing outside?
Bill, we're still falling behind pretty badly. It's about minus 16. Just a second. Fang, you're missing the point. You're supposed to be there, okay? That's my spot. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll deal with this later, but you just smarten up, young fellow. Anyway, Bill, I'm out here with the weather board. I think it's time that we do a little explaining. What do you say?
Let's find out exactly why it is so cold this week. We've been here, it's been extremely cold, especially earlier in the week, and a lot of people have been asking why. Now, you being our so-called expert, give us the reason why it is so cold.
Yeah, so cold. Okay, Bill. Okay, I'm going to explain things. First of all, what we have here on this is Canada, as you can see, and Canada is divided into provinces and what meteorologists call provinces. And what we have here affecting our weather, it's incredibly complex. Try to stay with me. Just south of BC here, first of all, we have Mount St. Helens, always a happening volcano, exploding gaseous fumes into the atmosphere, and these get blown over here by El Nino, or El Nino, however you want to say it. And out here in Ottawa, we have political fallout. That's always spewing stuff over the west here. And then right over here, we have lots of cold and snow. In fact, if you can see the signs here, cold and snow, they don't move. Everything else here moves. Everything else there is flexible. The cold and snow, it's here for keeps, folks.
Okay, now just let me interrupt you there for a second, Nanook.
Yeah.
What's the temperature reading there on your Nanook thermometer?
I've got about minus 17, Bill.
Okay, now just hold on a second here. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Good morning, Bill.
Can you hear me, Jim?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, that's great. I have on the line Jim Hamilton, who is a weather services specialist with Environment Canada. Now, Nanook, I'm sure you don't know this, but we have the real expert on the phone. Maybe I can ask you, first of all, Jim, what is the real temperature out there at the Regina Airport?
We're currently minus 21, Bill, so we've got a little cooler temperature here than Nanook does.
Yeah, maybe, well, Nanook's kind of new at this. Maybe you could help Nanook a little bit with his weather board. What do you think about his description and reason for the cold temperature, Jim? Do you think he's accurate?
Well, I must admit his weather board is accurate as far as the provinces go, but there are a few shortcomings. Not to be overly critical there, Nanook.
What are you getting at, Jim?
You have a low pressure system this morning that's currently in southeastern Alberta.
You mean this L here?
That's the one, except move it straight south.
Oh, I was about to do that, Jim. Yeah. Round there?
That looks good.
Exactly.
In fact, that particular system is producing up to about 8 centimeters in the Edmonton and Edson areas in western Alberta.
Oh, you can see Edson there on the map there.
Snow.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
Right, yeah.
Right in place. You can take that high and move it to northern BC.
Northern BC is where I was going to put that. I don't know if you would agree with that, Jim, but I was going to put that around there.
Yep, that looks real good. Now what that's giving us is a relatively cloudy condition right now in advance of the Alberta low pressure system.
Right. Well, these clouds don't, well, I guess they do move. Yeah. Well, let's see, if I'd known that, I would have put them there too.
Well, it's looking better all the time.
Yeah, yeah. We basically agree then, Jim. That's the point, as I see it anyway.
Jim, do you think that really El Nino or Mount St. Helens or even the political fallout really has anything to do with the weather, or is there one specific thing that's made it nice for us so far along that went sour this week to make it cold?
Well, actually, the Mount St. Helens is sort of a past event that will probably take a number of years to determine what actually effect it has had on the climate. The El Nino certainly kept us warm throughout 1987, and as a matter of fact, 1987 was tied for the warmest year on record.
All right, that's great. I have to, sorry, Jim, I have to jump in there just for a second and just remind everybody, if you're interested in picking up some of that El Nino, I think you can get it at Taco Time. It's a big sale.
It's a nice sauce.
It's that sauce, I think, that they put on there.
Exactly.
Nanook, we have to get zooming right along. Maybe you can get back to your work there with Fang. Fang's looking pretty anxious to go sledding. And Jim, maybe I'll just let you know that we'll probably be phoning the weather office next week. We're going to try to get some of these weather updates, and I certainly appreciate your help.
Okay, you're welcome, Bill.
All right, thanks very much.
Thanks a bunch, Jim.
Okay, well, we'll get back to Nanook and Jim a little bit later on. Potentially, we want to get to a contest draw right now. We just got a whole ton, well, 600 or 700 pounds, I guess, of letters this week. Everybody that's been entering our Mr. Mister contest. Now, the question was pretty simple. That is, who performed with Mr. Mister at their concert here in Regina? And the answer, of course, was Heart. And we'll have 5 winners this morning. They're all going to win this Mr. Mister album, which looks just like this on the front, and incidentally looks a little bit different on the back. First, I'll let you look at the front. Look at the front of this album. Please look at the front of this album. They don't want to look at the front of this album. And there is the back of the album. As you can see, it is autographed. I got up my felt pen and did my best to pretend on those things. No, those actually are real live autographs. As I mentioned, 5 winners. The correct answer is Heart. Let's see who the winners are. The first winner is Carolyn Sorensen, a UAFO who lives in Ogama. Thanks very much, Carolyn. You're one of our winners. I'll set you down over here. Another one of our winners is Trina Cheveldayoff, who lives in Saskatoon. I wonder if her brother's the goalie of the Blades. What a sieve. Just kidding. Here's the answer to the question. Yes, they were in concert with Heart. Congratulations to you, Trina. Reach down here to the bottom, pull out another one. This is our 3rd winner, and it is Janet Katarna, who lives in Lumsden. Yes, they performed with Heart. Happy GNU Year, she says. I'll put that one down there, the 3rd winner. Try to reach down here to the bottom. As I say, we got a lot of mail this week, and thanks very much, because we certainly enjoy the response. Here's one from Allison and Kristen Marceau, who live in Weyburn, Saskatchewan. The answer to the Mr. Mister contest is Heart. You are correct. That is our 4th winner. And our final winner of this week is going to be this person right here, who is... I can't quite read the name. I've got an address here. The address is Saskatoon Rural Road 4. I'll have to try to read this later. Sorry, I can't quite make out your name. But you did answer correctly. Hart, H-A-R-T. Fortunately, spelling was not important, so you 5 people will each win this Mr. Mister album, or one like it. You can't all win the same one. And they were all autographed by Mr. Mister. So a big congratulations to all of you people who were involved with our Mr. Mister contest. Really appreciate it. Now, last week we also had another contest. And this time it was an opportunity for you folks to tell us what your favorite videos were. Now, we gave you folks an opportunity for 9 different video selections, and you had a chance to tell us which one was your favorite. Now, you'll already know that Tiffany was one of the most popular because we showed Tiffany on last week's program. But I'll just give you the official results here in case you're wondering at home. And again, thanks for all the calls. In first place in our video contest was Tiffany. I think we're alone now. 27% of you all felt that was your favorite video from the 9 that we gave you to choose from. In second place was George Harrison. I got my mind set on you. 22% of you chose George Harrison. You had an opportunity to pick 2, and those were obviously the most popular videos. Now, in third place from our survey was Billy Idol and Moni Moni. 17% of you like that as one of your favorite videos. Incidentally, we'll be showing you Billy Idol's Moni Moni a little bit later on this morning's program. And in fourth place, also a video which you will see this morning, is Men Without Hats, Pop Goes the World. 15% of you chose that particular video. Incidentally, the other selections were from Bruce Springsteen, Whitney Houston, Squeeze, The Box, and Belinda Carlisle. Together, they only made up 19% of the vote. So it's obvious that you people really love those people. people, and in particular, Tiffany. I tried to get a hold of Tiffany this week. She goes to school, Norwalk High School in California, but she was unavailable for an interview. We thought that we'd come up with a Tiffany contest question. The first person who can phone in and answer this question will win a Switchback t-shirt. Here's the question. It's pretty simple. What is Tiffany's last name? If you know Tiffany's last name, give us a call right now, and you'll have a chance to win that Switchback t-shirt, and we're going to be announcing the winner to that contest a little bit later on in our program. Okay, now as I mentioned, we had a lot of videos to choose from, and one of the more popular ones was from a Montreal group. They're called Men Without Hats. It's a pretty good tune, not real thick, I suppose. It doesn't have a lot of deep hidden meaning, but it's very popular, and you people wanted it, so here it is. Men Without Hats, Pop Goes the World. Okay, that was Men Without Hats, Pop Goes the World, one of the popular videos from our contest last week. Incidentally, Billy Idol's Moni Moni will happen a little bit later on. Also a little bit later on, approximately 2 weeks from now, Switchback goes on the road one more time. This time we're going to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. So a special reminder for all you folks in the Moose Jaw area, we would love you to come and be part of our studio audience. Now, the show will be taped January the 23rd at Peacock High School in Moose Jaw. I nearly said Saskatoon. In Moose Jaw, Peacock High School, and we've got room for hundreds and hundreds of you. Now, tickets are available starting this coming Wednesday at noon. You need to go to McDonald's restaurant in Moose Jaw and pick up your tickets beginning this Wednesday at noon. Yes, and the tickets are absolutely free, although I'm sure if you give $20 to the person behind the counter, you're liable to get a few Big Macs as well. So the show will be taped January the 23rd. It will be seen January the 24th. We're going to fill it up with lots of Moose Jaw stuff, like the Moose Jaw Warriors, people from the Air Force Base, and lots of things which are Moose Jaw. Now, coming up on Switchback in just a couple of minutes, Brian Schlosser, who is a leader post photographer, is going to focus on some photos when we come back. I think I'll take a picture here myself. Can you hold this for me? Thank you.
Come on in for our hamburger full meal deal. Everything you want in a complete meal. A thick, juicy, tender, home-style burger that looks, cooks, and tastes like homemade. Crisp golden fries, your favorite soft drink, and a creamy, smooth Dairy Queen iced milk sundae. Best deal this side of home. The hamburger full meal deal. Only at Dairy Queen.
There are no substitutes for the good taste of Heinz.
It's a long way to breakfast.
You'll never fly unless you try. You need a reason why.
I'd rather have a parachute.
Fruit flavors will be our goal. Just follow me to the bowl. We'll follow my nose.
I'll have to wing it.
It always knows.
Nosedive!
The aroma of fruit.
Hey, I'm flying.
Kellogg's Fruit Loop cereal with natural orange, lemon, and cherry flavors. Part of this complete breakfast.
Great, Uncle Toucan. Now what's this?
Good. What's it called?
A Fruit Loop de Loop.
Eating light. Bring your light to life. With the tiny zip of Miracle Whip Light. Miracle Whip Light. With only half the calories of the leading brands of mayonnaise. And 1/3 fewer calories than our regular Miracle Whip. But with all the taste. Miracle Whip Light. The light way to pure delight.
Hello, welcome back. Here, I'll just get you to hold this photo here, Elizabeth. We're just getting ready for some photos, but first of all, we want an update on that solo pong tournament. Who's in the lead so far, Elizabeth?
A boy named Brett Holliday. He's got 9.96 seconds.
Whoa, he's kept it going for 9.96 seconds. Brett Holliday, that's the birthday boy. I believe it's Brett's birthday today, so that's great. We'll let you get back to the competition here. I'll take this photo here because I've got a special guest who's a photo expert who can probably tell me all about this. We started a contest a couple weeks back called Take Your Best Shot, an opportunity for all you folks out there to send us your favorite snapshot or a snapshot that you're really proud of. We're going to judge these and pick a best shot each week here on Switchback. Now, this is our first week for it, and I thought, well, we should bring in an expert who knows much more about photography than me, which would probably almost anyone. But we did get a great expert. His name is Brian Schlosser, and he comes to us from the Regina Leader Post. So let's have a big welcome for Brian Schlosser. Morning, Brian. Grab a chair here, nice and close. I'm going to spread out my attempted photos here on the table, and we'll let you get mic'd up right there. Now, Brian, you've been a photographer, I guess, for about 4 years with the Regina Leader Post, and a lot of people probably want to know how you might get started. I suppose you can take courses and go to classes and things like that. How did you get started?
That's right. A lot of people, most people, take a course to get started in it. I happened to be working in a camera shop and enjoyed taking pictures and decided that I wanted to try and do that for a living, and I got lucky and did.
Good. So you put together some of your better photos and walked in and said, give me a job.
Exactly.
All right. Now, you've brought along your camera today. We're going to do something a little bit bizarre. At any point in time, if you feel so inclined, because you have to take a lot of shots on the go at all your events, you can do it here. This is your studio. We are your canvas. Anytime you want to take a photo, you go ahead. And then maybe we'll get those photos developed. Then some other show, maybe you can come back and give us an idea of your look at Switchback. Now, I mentioned you go all over the place and do a lot of different things with the newspaper. What's your favorite subject matter? What's the favorite thing you'd like to take pictures of?
Well, I do enjoy sports. I enjoy all types of photography. It depends on what I'm shooting. If I make a good picture, I enjoy it.
Okay. Now, have you had a chance to go anywhere else? I know you get to go to, sometimes house fires, which aren't that much fun, and you do a lot of, nice-looking photos, things like that. But how about trips? Do they cough up some money and let you go somewhere?
Well, they do the odd time. I've been to Minneapolis, Minnesota to shoot an NFL football game. I've been to New Mexico on a trip with some government-type things.
Okay, so you've got to travel a little bit. That's great. Now, we've brought along some of your favorites and some of your best photos, and we'll pop these up here, and we'll let you describe to us the photo, maybe where it came from and why you like it. Here's the first one here. It looks like a fire scene, obviously.
Yes, it was a fire at a Rutley lumberyard in town, and just a different type of fire picture, not someone spraying water on a fire. The firefighter is running across the street, moving hose to another position.
So you have to be very quick to get these sort of action photos. Let's take a look at the next one here. Ooh, now that's pretty nice. I think I saw this on the paper.
Yeah, it was just in a while ago. Just a piece of ice formed by waves splashing up on the shore out at Pasqua Lake.
Now, how do you see, where do you get things like this? Do you drive around endlessly looking for these, or did somebody phone you up and say there's this neat ice thing on the lake, or what?
No, something like that. I just came across it. I was out in the Fort Capel area and spotted it on the shore and took a picture of it.
Okay, let's take a look at the next one. There it is. Ooh, action photo. There's some good sports.
Yeah, just one of the horse races at Queensbury Downs. Just got lucky and got a shot with all the horses in a straight line.
It's kind of unique to see them all with their feet in the air. That's great. All right, next one, please. I'm sort of calling these like it's a slideshow. Yeah. All right, there's, what's that? A Canada goose.
Just a goose taking off. A little bit of a snowstorm in behind them. Just a different type of...
Goes along well with our theme today of being outside in the winter. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, there's a good action photo.
Yeah, just a shot at a football game. It was an interception. Joe Fuller intercepted the ball from Stephon Jones. I happened to have the camera on him at the time.
All right, and things like that happen so quick, you definitely have to be ready. Now there's a great picture.
Okay, yeah, that's actually, it's a setup picture. It was a picture to illustrate how much it costs to raise a child. So I got a nephew of mine and took him into the Royal Bank vault. And
the money, of course, you had just cashed your check, I believe.
Well, not quite, but...
It does look like it costs a lot of money to raise a child. Okay, I think there's one more to see. Now, that's pretty dramatic. I understand this is sort of one of your favorites.
It is, yeah. It's just a bolt of lightning that came down. I happened to be out in the middle of a storm trying to get some lightning pictures, and that one came down at the right time.
It's always good to have your camera ready and not stand on a high building, I guess, for that.
Exactly.
All right, Brian. Now, one of the reasons we brought you here today, aside from just taking a look at your good work, is to have you help us with our photo contest. Now, it's called Take Your Best Shot, and a whole bunch of our viewers have sent in their pictures, and we'll let you look at a couple of them. And I know you've seen these ahead of time, so you can maybe point out some tips for some people that are just getting started. And also, then the final one is our best shot of the day, and they're going to win some prizes. So we'll first of all just start looking here at some of our entries. The first photo came in from Andra Webster. She lives in Saskatoon. These are her Cabbage Patch kids. Incidentally, they are Jolene, Diana, Megan, and Cheryl, left to right on your screen in case you're wondering who those Cabbage Patch kids are. Now, what would be your comment on this particular photo?
Well, it's a nice picture. It's a good picture. The problem with it, there's lots of color in it. It's really nicely set up. It could have been a little bit closer to the Cabbage Patch dolls to show them a little more clearly.
Okay, so it's always important to fill the frame with the subject.
Exactly, get as close as possible.
All right, well, take a look at the next one. It's from Craig Johnson, who lives in Pilot Butte. This is a cottage at Palliser Park, which is on Lake Diefenbaker. What's your opinion of Craig's photo?
Oh, well, he's done a good job with the photo. The cottage is in the photo nicely. The problem that I would have, if he's worried about that type of thing, if he wants to make a little better picture, just move the camera up a little bit or get a little bit closer and try and get the whole building in the picture.
Okay, so a little bit less driveway, maybe a little bit more cottage. Okay, next up is from Laurie Scara, who lives in Bruno, Saskatchewan. Here's a good-looking shot, a couple of ducks, the Alberta Wildlife Farm in Edmonton. What's your quick comment here?
Okay. The only problem that I would have with it is the shadows in the picture, and a good picture. Just try and get the sun behind you or in front of you when you're taking a picture.
Okay.
Or to the side.
You want the sun on the subject, but not with your own shadows in.
Exactly.
Okay, a couple of honorable mentions here. Shannon Orrell, who lives in Regina. This is honorable mention. Now you like this picture. Why is that?
Nice and close. really nice and close. You can see the faces.
Okay, that's Buffy and Dave. Incidentally, they're counselors at Lumsden Beach Camp. Okay, next up, another honorable mention, this time Sean Streifel in Regina. It's a car fire right near his home, and this is one of the pictures he took of a fire truck.
Yeah, the whole fire truck is in the picture. It's the center. You can tell exactly what it is.
Nice and colorful. It kind of looks like a leader post photo.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Sean's probably bucking for your job. Okay, the final one this morning is the best shot of the week, Roberta Eckert. She lives in Scepter, Saskatchewan. Incidentally, Roberta will win a T-shirt, and she'll also advance to the finals for our competition. She has a chance to win one of 2 cameras from Prison 50-minute photo. She'll also win this week 2 rolls of film, and we'll have those developed. But before any more, what do you think about Roberta's picture there?
It's very good. Subjects are large in the photo. They're the main thing, and it's something a little different. The little deer is a nice touch.
Okay, incidentally, that is Max the dog and Dodie the mule deer. Incidentally, they've become very good friends from the living room. Or excuse me, right there in the kitchen. The solo pong tournament still happening behind us. Things are going very, very well. Now, we need some more entries for Take Your Best Shot, so send us your snapshot, the best one you can. The honorable mentions and the finalists each week will win a Switchback T-shirt. Also, the winner each week will win 2 rolls of film and have those shots developed, all courtesy of Prison 50-minute photo in Regina. There's the address. Take Your Best Shot, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina. Postal code is S4P4A1. We also wouldn't mind at all if you told us a little bit about your picture, the name of the people in the picture or where it was taken. Brian, you're on your own now to run rampantly through the studio and take some photos of our show, and we'll probably check those out a little bit later on.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate your help. Let's have a hand for Brian there. I think he did a great job. The people that clap really well, you can probably get their action photos, something like that. All right, we're going to leave the comfort of our 25-degree studio right now and hop back outside and see how Nanook is doing in the hinterlands. Nanook, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, Bill, what did you say it was in there?
It's about 25 degrees Celsius.
25 Celsius?
Yes.
Well, Bill, we're pretty much approaching 25 the negative way down here. I thought it was supposed to be warming up, but I guess old Jimbo down at the weather office knew what he was talking about.
All right, you're there on the sled. I guess you like to really do a lot of fun things in the out of doors in the wintertime. You're kind of an outdoor winter guy, aren't you?
That's why they call me Nanook, Bill.
All right, what do you got for us there this morning? A little lesson on sledding or what?
Exactly. Well, sort of, Bill. First of all, though, we're going to do a little sled over to the Laboratory of Life. Stay with me, big guy, just a second.
All right, we're with you. The Laboratory of Life. Oh, that was great. Here we go.
Across the country in 2 seconds. I figure that's got to be some kind of a record. Bill, what we're going to do here, have you ever had anyone ask you, I don't know if it's an old wives' tale or whatever, but what freezes quicker, cold, hot, or warm water? You ever heard that, Bill?
I have heard that before, but it wasn't from an old wife.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I don't think that's the important part. The important part is the science of it all and this cold weather thing. Now, what we have here is we're going to have an experiment. We have in these 3 glasses before me, scientifically designed glasses, borrowed from the cafeteria, 3 glasses full of water, cold, warm, and hot. And what we're going to do is find out which freezes quickest.
Okay, so right now, those are already filled with cold water, warm water, and hot water?
Cold water in this one, warm water in this one, and hot water in this one. Actually, Regina water, it's best if you boil it, but don't worry about that. Hot will do.
All right. Ken, you're an expert on the outdoors, the wintertime. Have you got maybe a contest question for our folks this week that has something to do with the weather?
Okay, Bill, off the top of my furry little head, let's ask folks out there what the temperature is going to be at the Regina Airport next Sunday at 10 o'clock.
That'll be 10 o'clock in the morning.
10 o'clock a.m. So what, we're around this time next Sunday.
All right, it's 7 minutes after 10, so there's the contest question. What will be the temperature next Sunday morning at 10 o'clock at the Regina Airport? Write that down and send it to us. Here is our Switchback address. It is the cold temperature contest, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina. And the postal code, Nanook, do you know what it is?
Is S4P4A1.
All right, thanks very much for the contest question. We'll let you get back to work and keep an eye on those hot, cold, and warm containers there and let us know if anything freezes there. We need an up-to-date report.
Scientifically designed glasses. I'm there, Bill.
All right, thanks very much, Nanook. We've been getting a lot of phone calls from people with regard to an airband contest. It's become sort of a tradition here on Switchback, a tradition which we like and we encourage. Now, most people want to know, when is the airband going to be? Now, there's going to be at least 2 airbands this spring, 2 airband competitions. The first one will be held February 7th in Regina. That'll be the show in Regina. There'll be another one in March up in Saskatoon. But here's the information you need to know. That is the audition information. If you think you can airband as well as these people, then show up January the 30th. That's Saturday, January the 30th at 1 o'clock at the Regina Broadcast Center right here in Regina. Very important that you bring along the equipment and materials which you may need. Instruments, whether they be real or fake, does not matter. Also bring along the music that you will play. We need to have that on cassette. And we'd like to see as many of you as we can down here for our airband competition. Remember, auditions are on January the 30th. Wow, wow, wow. If this isn't the ultimate airband instrument, I don't know what is. Now, when we come back, we're going to meet a safety expert, someone who knows all about the cold. His name is Steve Wallace, and he'll warm us up in a safe way in 2 minutes.
We'll be on track after this complete breakfast, including my great-tasting Frosted Flakes. They bring out the tiger in you.
Beat that if you're any good.
Frosted Flakes, good. They're great.
You'll show them you're a tiger.
Go, tiger.
Show them what you can do. The taste of Tony's Frosted Flakes.
Great time.
Brings out the tiger in you.
And you.
Okay, just how much milk would you say it takes to make every single slice of these Kraft singles? Not this much. Not this much. And not even this much. This much. Kraft singles are made from 7 ounces of milk. 7 ounces for every slice. Kraft singles. Good food to grow up on.
In the land of Dairy Queen.
Come on in for our hamburger full meal deal. Everything you want in a complete meal. A thick, juicy, tender, home-style burger that looks, cooks, and tastes like homemade. Crisp golden fries, your favorite soft drink, and a creamy, smooth Dairy Queen Ice Milk Sundae. Best deal this side of home. The hamburger full meal deal. Only at Dairy Queen.
Hi, Peter. Peter, what are you doing? Peter, Kellogg's Corn Flakes. That's Daddy's cereal. There's lots of cereals for you, but those are Daddy's, Peter. If you pour milk on those, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble. You thought I was kidding, but I'm not kidding. You're in major, major trouble. I'm serious.
You can't keep a kid out of Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Peter, if you take one more mouthful, and I'm not kidding, I'll tell Mommy.
Welcome back. Ooh, a thunderous ovation that time. Must have been those big sisters and little sisters that are in our audience. Got a pretty good crowd here this morning. If you ever want to be in our crowd, give us a call during the week. Tickets are absolutely free. You know, this week, most everybody has been talking about the weather. It's been pretty warm all winter, but for some reason this week it got really, really cold. Well, we went out to Dr. A.E. Perry and found some Switchback fans, and they told us what they do to keep warm.
I do jumping jacks. I stay home and in bed with some hot tea. Chase little kids around the playground. You sneak inside and you hide so you can be nice and warm.
Go and talk to the teachers or do work for them so we don't have to go outside and freeze.
I dress really warm. Yeah, I got these big white boots on. That's the best thing.
That's how you do it. You chase girls and don't come back from your holiday in California. Best way to keep warm.
Head out with their friends. And I guess that's it.
All right, huddling with your friends. Hopefully you're huddling with your friends there in your warm home this morning. Now, one of the things we should do when it's this cold is be careful, because cold can be scary and it can be the enemy. That's why we've brought in a cold expert, someone who'll tell us how to keep warm safely in the wintertime. He works with the Saskatchewan Safety Council. Let's have a big switchback welcome for Steve Wallace. Good morning, Steve. Welcome to Switchback. We'll let you have a seat there and get clipped up. I'm going to have a sip of my my great chocolate drink. I guess that's kind of rude. I should offer you some. I don't have a cup.
No, that's fine. Thanks.
Sorry, all right, we'll hide that down here. Now, Steve, you work with the Saskatchewan Safety Council. What exactly do you do there?
Well, basically my job entails talking to people about different safety concerns, be it traffic safety, public safety, which cold weather comes under, or occupational health and safety.
So you've probably been a little bit busy this week. When it did get cold, people wanted to know some things to do, I guess, to keep warm. How did you learn about keeping warm and what things you should do to keep warm?
Experience, reading. I was involved in a lot of outdoor activities like cross-country skiing, canoeing, downhill skiing. And I also lived up north. I'm from Regina, but I lived up north in Uranium City for a few years, and there they get very cool temperatures.
So they got used to it up there. Now, I should introduce to you Nanook Nias, who is standing outside. Nanook giving us a wave there. This is Steve Wallace.
Steve, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad. How is it out there now, Nanook?
It's pretty darn cold out here, Steve.
You look fairly comfy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm dressed for it.
He probably is dressed very appropriately. Now, if you folks out there have a question for Steve about winter safety, maybe what to wear, or things you need to know about to keep warm in the wintertime, give us a call. Or you may have a question you'd like to ask Nanook, because Nanook looks like somebody who either is warm or should be warm. Now, Steve, you've brought along some things here. Maybe you can give us a bit of an indication of some of the things you've brought along here that probably help people keep warm when it gets this cold.
Well, I've brought a number of different articles of clothing. When you're dressing for the winter, two things to remember is insulation and ventilation. We want to keep dry and warm. The best way to stay warm is dress in layers. That provides the insulation. When we're wearing footwear and handwear, if we get cold, our circulation tends to cut down in the extremities.
Okay.
So the best thing is to wear a good warm pair of mitts. I have a number of different styles of mitts. These can help. Again, you want to try and keep them dry if at all possible, or this style of mitt where you have a liner that you can switch. For footwear, you can wear leather boots, or like Nanook is wearing, the white felt type of boots. If you wear this style of boot, though, it's a good idea every now and then to take the liners out from inside so that you can let them dry. Another big thing to wear if you're going to be outdoors is some form of headgear. I personally wear a toque. I noticed Nanook is wearing a fur type cap. Again, very, very good type of outdoor wear. When it gets cold, 40 to, they say sometimes as high as 80% of the heat loss can be through the head, so it's very important to...
Especially, I guess, if you're talking.
Yeah.
This really comes zooming out.
Yeah.
All right, let me grab a call here, and we'll see what they want to know. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello.
Hello. Have you got a question for Nanook or maybe Steve?
Yes. What kind of clothes do you wear for cross-country skiing?
Okay, for cross-country skiing, that's a very active type of sport. Your body will generate a lot of heat. Your underwear should be a cotton blend or a polypropylene, something that will get the moisture off the skin and into the next layer. Then you should be wearing something like a wool or maybe a poplin fleece that can insulate you. And then you would like, depending how cold it is, either another layer of insulation or a nice windproof type of garment. If you're cross-country skiing, you have a place to warm up. That's great. If you're out in the bush, what you should do in your backpack is carry something like a downhill parka so that if you stop and you're going to have coffee or hot chocolate, then you can put that on, because once you stop working, your body isn't going to be generating the same amount of heat.
Okay, thanks a lot for calling. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Have a good day and keep warm. Okay, bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Cindy. I'm calling from Regina.
Okay, Cindy, got a question for Steve or maybe Nanook?
I got a question for Steve.
Okay.
What can you do if you get frostbite?
Okay, frostbite is a very serious injury. Usually we tend to find it happening on our extremities. The best thing you can do for frostbite is try and dress warm, wear mitts, that sort of thing to prevent it from happening in the first place. If you do get frostbite, though, try and warm it up gradually. Like if Bill had frostbite on his hands, the best thing that I could do, and Bill and I are not that friendly, I could grab his hands and just merely warm them up with my own body heat. That would probably be the best thing, and then you should try and get that person to medical attention as soon as possible.
Steve, if I could jump in here, Nanook's also heard that maybe warm water isn't too bad either, if it is, say, your fingertips. Putting your fingertips in warm water. What do you think of that?
You have to be very careful with that sort of thing because the water could be too hot and cause damage. So it's best just body heat warmth, and that way it'll never be too warm.
Okay.
Good question, Nanook.
That's what I'm here for, Bill.
All right, thanks very much. Good morning, welcome to Switchback. Have you got a question for Steve or Nanook?
Yes, I've got a question for Steve. What's the best way of keeping warm during the wintertime?
One of my preferred methods is to go to Hawaii, but...
Good on you, Steve.
We can't all do that. A best way is dress appropriate to the conditions outdoors and your activity. If you're snowmobiling, for example, I have a snowmobile suit here, very good suit because you get a lot of wind chill, a lot of wind blast, and they're very, very warm. Whereas if you were cross-country skiing, for example, you wouldn't want to wear a snowmobile suit because you're working a lot harder and generating a lot of heat. So the best thing is remember to dress in layers, pay attention to the conditions outdoors, and dress according to your activity.
Steve, Nanook here again. Let's try a question about dog sledding. Now, let's say hypothetically I had Fang here. Fang's sort of gone off. And I were dog sledding. What do you think of the clothes I'm wearing now for that kind of activity?
It looks like you're dressed fairly warm. You have the layered look, for example. Looks like you're wearing a down-filled outer parka. In fact, a couple of them.
Exactly.
Looks like you've got a sweater on. You're wearing looks like jogging pants and good warm boots.
And 2 layers of Stanfields.
And 2 layers of Stanfield. That's good, provided you're not too tight or constricted. You want your clothing to be nice and loose so that you're not having your body constrict in any way, which would limit the amount of blood flow around, helping to keep you warm.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty toasty, so whatever I'm doing is working.
Yeah, it looks like it's working just great.
And those look like great boots Nanook's got on there, and he seems to be...
Those are excellent boots, and he's got mitts on, which I tend to prefer mitts. Gloves are good, but gloves tend to be a little cooler than mitts. So if people are going to buy gloves, make sure they're very good gloves and nice warm gloves.
Well, actually, just a few moments ago, my hands were bare, and they were getting a little frosty, Nanook doesn't mind admitting, but I just threw the mitts on, and 30 seconds, a minute later, I'm toasty as can be.
All right, thanks very much. Look like whole wheat toast out there. One more call. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hi, this is Janice from Saskatoon.
Hi, Janice. How are things up in Saskatoon? Frosty this morning?
Very.
Okay, what's your question?
I'm going downhill skiing on Friday, and I don't have a winter ski jacket. What should I wear instead of a ski jacket?
Did you hear that? She's going skiing on Friday. She doesn't have a winter parka. What should she wear instead?
She has no winter parka at all, or she doesn't have a ski jacket?
Maybe not a ski jacket.
Okay. Basically, a lot of ski clothes are very bright and colorful, but a lot of them still use the same principle. Some of the newer ski clothing, they try to achieve the same type of insulation effect as wool or down without the bulk. That's their primary advantage. It allows better freedom of movement. If you can wear good underwear, turtleneck sweater, good shirt, good sweater, and then a parka over that, you should be lots warm. And then also, if you do get too warm by exerting yourself, then you can always take off one of the sweaters. So you don't have to have a ski jacket. They look nicer, and they're usually a little thinner, but any type of parka will do.
Thanks for calling. Say hi to everybody up there in Saskatoon.
Okay, bye.
All right, have a good day. Bye-bye. Well, Steve, I'm just going to take these mitts off, give them back to you. Actually, I'm going to get you to go outside and rescue this guy. He's looking... Now, Nook, you're going to have company. Steve's going to come out there and keep you company and warm you up a little bit there. You're looking lonely.
Well, that's great, Bill. I can use all the company I can here in the great outdoors. I think we have a scientific experiment that we want to check in on.
Okay, you'll have to hop over there and see how things are freezing. I know you like this video, too. This is another very popular video here with our Switchback people. It's Billy Idol and Moni Moni.
I just used this book from the Time Life Home Repair and Improvement series to build this box. Now, anyone can build a box, right? But using the same principles it took to build this box, Time Life can show you how to build a bigger box, and a rectangle, and shelves, and other boxes with doors to get this entire entertainment center. Then other books like Advanced Wiring show how to make it light up. And sound good, too. Not bad, huh? Now, I've always been a pretty handy guy, but these Time Life books taught me some stuff I hadn't learned. Things that usually only professionals know. Now I use my tools more effectively. My projects get done sooner, and they're built better, too. But the best thing is that with the same techniques it took to build the entertainment center, you can build your wife this, the island of her dreams. Complete with running water, thanks to the plumbing book. This clever hidden garbage bin, and this beautiful countertop. The Kitchens and Bathrooms book explains how to install the top. Everything's easier with this Home Repair and Improvement series. Essentially, you just make a bigger and deeper box. Then install the top, the sink, the plumbing, the doors, and do the finishing. You'll even learn how to run wiring for special lighting. Watch this. So now you can take pride in having done it yourself and give your wife twice the workspace. These books can sure make you a hero.
Yes, you too can sharpen your skills and get the satisfaction of professional results with the Home Repair and Improvement series from Time Life Books. Call now to examine your first book, Kitchens and Bathrooms, free for 10 days. Keep it and others will follow, one about every other month. With your paid order, we'll also send you this 12-foot Stanley tape measure as a free gift. So find out what a valuable addition this series can be to your workshop.
To examine Kitchens and Bathrooms free for 10 days, just call 1-800-356-0600. Keep it and pay just $14.99 plus shipping and handling. When you purchase Kitchens and Bathrooms, you'll also receive the Stanley tape measure as a free gift. So call now, 1-800-356-0600.
All right, welcome back. Just a quick look at some of the little Polaroids I've been taking all morning, trying to learn my photography things. Another thing happened all morning, that was our solo pong competition. Liz, who is the winner, first, second, and third place?
Mika Flynn came first with 12.67 seconds.
Okay.
And Brett Holliday came second with 9.96 seconds, and Mark Morin 9.78.
All right, let's have a big hand for our solo pong winners. I'll present the solo pong game. This is the executive edition. We'll go to our champion. There you go. You can have a lot of fun there. Also, we've got T-shirts for you two guys, but I only have one now, so a fight over that one. Just don't hurt each other. Let's go back outside now and find out how Nanook did with his frozen water experiment, and also how he's doing there with Steve.
Good news, Bill. I found Fang. Okay, first of all, with the water here, well, there's good news and bad news. I guess they all froze, which is good news, and it also makes sense. The bad news is I'm not really sure which froze first. So I guess, you know, that's life. Anyway, and I'm joined out here by Steve Wallace, who's good enough to join me. Hey, Steve, how's it going?
Not too bad, Nanook.
Welcome to the great outdoors. Anyway, you got something for me here that I could use?
Yeah, I thought you could put this on the sled in case, you know, you ever have a blowout of a runner on the sled, or Fang, you know, packs her in on you or something. So you can carry that with you on the sled and...
Beauty, Steve. Thanks a bunch, and Fang thanks you too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Back to you, Bill.
Oh, just a second, look, before we leave, how about the contest question? Could you remind everybody again what the contest question is?
Oh, yeah, next week, almost 7 days exactly from now, 10 o'clock next Sunday at the airport, what will the temperature be? That's what we're looking for.
All right, thanks very much. Send that to us with our usual address. We also need more photos, more jokes, more great bus drivers. Our thanks to all of our guests. Next week, Olympic Flame Show. The Flame is going to be in Regina. It's going to be a great show. So
This is CBC Television.